Hello everyone, welcome to I Jump Instead on YouTube. My name is Stephanie. Thank you for joining me for this beautiful 30-minute rebounder workout that we do 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it is available anytime after posting. So we hope you can join us multiple days a week to get this extraordinary beginner-friendly, advanced-friendly rebounder workout. We are simply applying the gentle bounce from rebounding to lengthening the body, stretching the body, to strengthening our hearts and doing our cardio conditioning, as well as strengthening and contracting our muscles. We are definitely connecting to a very amazing advantage with getting a deeper experience with all three of those things, with the stretching, the cardiovascular activation, and the strengthening mechanisms, because we're bringing circulation, we're bringing a pump, we're bringing that contract, release, and the body gets these signals, and there is faster progress. There is more activation throughout the entire body comprehensively, so we get more out of it. There are hundreds of benefits to rebounding, so doing our workout or just getting our movement in while bouncing, gently bouncing, is profound in and of itself. I'm on the Cellerciser Rebounder today, and I also use in this class the Jump Sport Pro model. I love the 350 Pro and the 550 Pro, and we don't wear shoes in this class, but if you feel more comfortable wearing shoes, please, by all means. It doesn't make any difference for you, because shoes, no shoes, you're jumping, you're bouncing instead. But we do recommend that you have a handlebar on your rebounder at all times, because you can definitely take your hands off the bar anytime, and it gives you more support, it gives you more opportunity for performance, because there are so many things that we can do while holding the bar to keep ourselves in perfect symmetry. Because when we're here day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, and we're really transforming our bodies, we want alignment, and we want balance and symmetry in the strength and in the flexibility, and this provides the balanced experience, the balanced day-to-day adaptation and transformation. It is so important. Now, we can not use the bar sometimes throughout the moves, which is beneficial for so many reasons, but having the bar really takes us to the next level with that balance and that symmetry, not just side to side, but front to back as well. So I just want to say too that we do a little bit of humming in the beginning of class, and I want to just let you know that what humming does is essentially it constricts oxygen, or it constricts blood flow, or oxygen. So what happens when we do that is it almost like mocks what we encounter when we do strength training. It mocks high elevation training, and I'm actually not the expert, and so I'm not going to get into it too much, but it's a more potent experience to be aware of our nose breath. So we can be in a very gentle movement and simply breathe more so like quietly, and the humming is kind of separate. It's not necessarily well, there's breathing lightly, and I want to actually talk about breathing lightly, but humming is essentially, yes, it is breathing lightly. We want to notice, though, that when we're humming, we're comfortable in our hum. We just hum, inhale through the nose, and hum and inhale through the nose. And this is just the beginning of the workout, but it is similar to reducing our overall breath and making ourselves breathe just a little bit less, not over breathing. That's the goal. We want to avoid over breathing, right? Over breathing is, just look it up if you want to search the oxygen advantage and over breathing. There's a lot of information about that. And so we're not getting paranoid that we're going to need to start, under breathing, but we just want to be aware that finding that balance where we can feel like we're getting just the right amount of air while we're bouncing, it makes the experience more potent. Let's get it started. So we're going to get started with the humming and a gentle bounce, lengthening through the spine, feet in a wide stance. That makes you feel good if you do end up taking your hands off the bar. Lifting through the spine helps to engage the core just right. So really engage by lifting, keeping the chest up a little bit, and then chin level, mouth closed, breathing solely through the nose. When we hum, we're just going to be gently humming just as well as we know how. And hum whatever tune makes you feel good right now. And just notice that when you're out of breath, you just inhale through your nose very, very effortlessly. No need to extend the hums, okay? So let's start humming while we're lifting through the spine. Here we go. And now I want us to stay in this tall spine. And today we're gonna first start by doing our twisting. So keeping one hand on the bar at all times. I want you to continue humming and just be in a rhythmic twist, feeling the hum kind of take you deeper into the presence of your stretching, of your symmetry, and of your twisting, okay? Here we go. Now let's go ahead and do cat-cow. So we're going to bring the shoulders and hips and the chin forward and back in a graceful flow while we hum, and you can keep your hands on the bar if you need to. One. Let's now work on the neck. So we're gonna have the chin come down, and we're gonna rotate the head to each side like this. And I want you to extend the opposite arm as you notice that you just flow into both sides of the neck, including into the back of the neck and into the face and jawline, just extending that opposite arm in order to connect to the flow and the extension, the full reach. While we just hum for this last move, okay? Here we go. Be intentional with your neck stretching. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we've gotten our breath primed. Now we're in the flow. I want us to now focus on a still nose breathing. Unless we're on a journey to get ourselves to full nose breathing, just notice yourself adapting as you do naturally, and with time, with consistency, you'll get better and better, and pretty soon you'll be able to fully nose breathe. So now I just want us to focus on nose breathing, but we're gonna be keeping the breath quieter, okay? That's the only thing I want you to see if you can kind of target a little bit, is a quieter breath. So let's go ahead and start with some arm reaching. We do either one or both arms. I'm gonna have us do one arm. I'm gonna instruct one arm, but if you can do both arms, you're gonna do twice through with both arms, okay? And we're gonna stop humming. We're just gonna breathe nice and quiet, just as quiet as you can. That's feeling very comfortable for you, okay? No extension of exhales or breath holding at all. Just breathe quietly if you can. Here we go. We're gonna breathe, or we're gonna bring our arm into a reach. Palm facing forward or down, or maybe you kind of switch it up and you want to twist your arm or your shoulder joint. And we're gonna slowly bring the arm up, and we're gonna notice that we're in a really nice extension and reach throughout the entire range of motion, and the arm's gonna eventually be straight up. So make sure you're just getting every single aspect, or savoring every part of the reach, and make sure too that the shoulder stays back as we climb up here into this upward reach, seeing if we can still concentrate on that quieter breath. And if we have both arms straight up, keeping the feet flat against the mat. Maybe a little heel pump if that's where you're at. My feet are pretty much connected to the mat. We want to extend, fully reach up, up, up. Feel the stomach stretching up through the belly button, through the neckline as well. And now let's bring the arm down, making sure the elbow stays somewhat back. So you notice that the arm is just pulling straight out to the side. And we're going to switch sides, or you're going to do another double arm reach. Keep your posture perfect, jaw parallel to the ground. And up here, I want you to extend through the belly and reach through the arm, through the back, the lat. Keep the chin level, keep the feet against the mat. And then we're gonna bring it out, keeping the shoulder back. Three, two, and one. Now let's go ahead and with one or both hands, I want you to come up here and pull on your ears. Get a nice grip on your ear and pull. And if one ear, that's great. We'll do one ear for some of us and then we'll switch. So pull on those ears and make it feel so good. See if you can keep your breath almost like you're tiptoeing. And it feels good and it feels right and comfortable. So make adjustments as needed. And switching ears. Now let's go ahead and open the jaw and do a nice deep stretch in the jaw, and you can breathe through your mouth if needed. But I want you to get a nice expansion and at least hold it for 3 to 5 seconds while we're bouncing. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and do some, let's see, I'm gonna have us do shoulder rolls. And I want us to connect to big circles, keeping the shoulders together and in sync. And you can have your hands on the bar, no problem. Just feel like you're pulling it down all the way around to the back, all the way up and forward and down. And when you're ready, let's do it backwards, big circles. Feeling the coordination in remembering the light breath, the symmetrical movement, the gentle bounce, the relaxed eyes. Being present. It takes a lot of presence in order to just feel all the aspects and connect and become more skillful. 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead now and let's do a little bit of side bending. So I want us to actually shift our weight into one standing leg, keeping one foot on the mat, the other foot on the mat as well. And through this hip, I want us to just reach up and do a little bit of a kind of leg through the arm, waist open, extension, gentle pump. And just reach the arm up just like we were reaching before, one hand on the bar. And just pump here and be very gentle. This is a very fragile area and it just needs a little bit of that stimulation, that movement, the hips in there, the lower back, everything's getting more aligned, stronger, more mobile. And when you're ready, bring it down slowly and shift your weight into the other leg. Bring the arm up and feel the reach straight up. Feel the extension through the waist. Almost like you're strategically pumping and you're strategically adding that little bit of resistance to the stretch. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to step over to this side again and we're going to do our leg reaching starting on this side. So keep the chest long or up, spine long, chin level. And let's reach one leg off the side of the mat, right around the rim of the rebounder, however that feels for you. I want you to lift and feel the stretch right here in your waist and your hip, and point through the toe, feeling the extension through your thigh, knee, and shin, and ankle, and the whole leg. Seeing if you still can continue breathing quietly. 3, 2, switching sides. And I like to come out of it slowly, feeling that extension was very powerful for that leg. Let's go to the other leg. Feel the reach for 3, 2, and 1, and bring it out, and we're gonna go back to the other side. And this side, we're gonna start first with toe spreading. We're gonna do some ankle rotations, and then we're gonna lift the foot up and reach through the heel to finish it off. So starting with the leg reach and spread the toes. Keep the body into motion. And if you need to stop bouncing, that's perfectly fine. Or if maybe you haven't been bouncing, because this is still very potent. In fact, my hip is open and it's reaching. So let's go ahead and do some ankle rotations as well. Getting into that ankle with intention. We are just keeping it mobile. If you don't use it, you lose it. It just goes the same with keeping it flexible and keeping it mobile. And now let's reach through the heel and extend through the heel for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's use it or lose it. And I say, keep it mobile, keep it flexible. And that's the least we can do, and that's all we need to do. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start with a leg reach and toe spread. See if you can get skillful with that toe spread. Making it open, making it wide, like you're high-fiving with your foot. And now let's do some ankle rotations, and you don't have to have the toe spread going. You can just be intentional with that beautiful range of motion in your ankle, the mobility, quiet breath. Now let's go ahead and lift the foot, flexing the leg, and bringing the heel as deeply into that stretch as we can for 3, 2, and 1. I am going to have us go to this side here. And I'm going to have us do a little bit of kicking and find the rhythm of your kick. You might notice that you kick on the down bounce. You might notice that you kick on the up bounce. You might notice that it's all over the place. Just get that leg to shake. Give that knee a little bit of that, just a little bit of thrust. We're strengthening the knee, we're strengthening the hip. Can you feel that? Just a little flush, kick flush for 3, 2, 1. Feeling the standing leg is getting stronger, the kicking leg is getting stronger, and let's do this side. Feeling the glutes shaking, the hamstrings, getting everything all just shaken up, loose, pumped and flushed for 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Let's get into some cardio. So I want us to be nose breathing warriors. Keep the teeth closed, mouth closed. Find your intensity that comes up but stays in a comfortable nose breathing, happy heart rate. If you want to keep your feet connected to the mat, I encourage squat bounce, which means we have a slight bend in the knees and we pump the body down into the mat. We find the mat's resistance that keeps us in a rhythm of the mat that feels good, that feels right on schedule. And we are playing in the resistance. I want you to play. I want you to really connect to that childlike experience where you're just now on a flexible surface for the first time and you're going, I want to test this out. This feels so fun. And I want to stay right here and notice that my legs begin to activate. I'm connecting to my own effort to press down. This movement is so powerful, and it doesn't require us leaving the mat, the feet off the mat. We can keep our feet connected. Maybe a little heel pump, but that's not even necessary. We can keep our feet connected, and that might require a little bit more of a knee bend, but that's cool. We can just be in the down bounce rhythm that honors our fitness level and honors our nose breathing capacity. And then ease up if your heart rate gets too high. Find that perfect zone, makes you feel good. Starts to boost that happiness, the endorphins. Makes you feel alive, makes you feel strong. And going beyond that can be fun sometimes, but we want to see if we can spend the majority of our time in this happy zone. And now if you want to keep your feet connected, do so. Just stay right here in that rhythm. And you might even notice your core. Connect to your core, connect to the stability in your core that is also in your back. Keeping your back upright, chest up, chin level. Just be in that rhythmic bounce. Finding the pace that feels perfect. Now you can also, if you're keeping your feet or you're able to move your feet around the mat, there's just so many ways you can move around the mat. It is completely up to your legs and your feet. Your feet will just do it. You can watch me and you can do what I'm doing. You can also just notice that you love the specific style of movement. It could be a forward, back, back, forward, back, back, forward, back, back, or it could be side to side. It could be feet lifting off the mat, feet staying connected to the mat. You could be just walking like this. And this is, make sure you have your handlebar. I want you to always feel stable. And you could be bouncing in a circle. There's really no wrong way to do it. Just get creative. You can be bouncing with both feet kind of together, up, down, side to side, diagonal, diagonal, making sure you're honoring your ankle strength and not over stressing the ankles and the knees. Just taking it easy, focusing on your happy heart, and maybe even focusing on your quiet breath. More seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's get back to squat bounce. We're going to join some of you for the traditional, classic, foundational squat bounce move. Chest is up, core is engaged, chin level. Feet are flat against the mat, maybe a little bit of a heel pump, and we are meeting the rhythm of our mat, meaning our happy heart rate. And we're going to get into some upper body flexing. Actually, I normally take the bounce out, but let's live on the wild side today. We're gonna be in the squat bounce. I want you to take one arm off the bar, and I want you to keep your chest up, and I want you to bring your arm up, and I want you to squeeze your arm and hold the flex and tense the arm. Now let's just focus here and scan. Scan the full arm, the chest, the upper back, the shoulders, the biceps and triceps, the forearm, the elbow, the wrists. 5, squeeze. 4, keep the squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Bring your arm down, and I want you to lengthen here. A little bit of shoulder twisting, and reach for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That hand goes on the bar, and we bring the other arm up. Keep it right outside of your body, just straight out, and bring it up for a nice flex. Keeping the body into a nice health, or I can call this a health pump, squat, bounce, pump. And we just zone into your nose breath, zone into your upper body activation, the core muscles engage, and we squeeze to that perfect extent of feeling that happy activation, mind to muscle connection throughout the arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring the arm down, and let's make sure the shoulder stays not forward, but not back, but right outside. And let's do a little bit of twisting and lengthening. Feel the reach. 3, 2, and 1. And this arm one more time. And we're gonna bring it up, and we're gonna squeeze and open. Squeeze and open. 5. Keep it in a squeeze firmness in both positions. 3, keep the chest up. 2, and 1, and release, and let's reach. Chest up, make that arm long and beautiful for 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the other arm up, and let's bring it in and out. In and out. 5. I want you to keep the firmness in both positions. Squeeze, squeeze. 3, 2, squeeze. 1, and let's squeeze right here. And now let's bring the arm down and stretch and reach it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your body in this balance and go right into your core muscles and firm them up. Just hold that firm presence. You can touch your core, just make it firm and pump. Notice your breath is quiet. It's through the nose. Notice your lower back is engaged. Keep connected. The lower abdomen, can you press and firm up that core connection? 15 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And now we go back to a lift, so it's not really contracted, but it's lengthened here. And we have upper body and the core. And now let's get into the legs just for a few minutes, and then we're gonna lay down and finish off class with a nice relaxation and meditation. So for the legs, let's do our walking today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have those knees just slightly bent, and we're gonna find our pace. Whichever pace that is, you're just alternating presses, and you have the perfect pace. So now I want you to notice there's many different ways to do this. We can keep our feet connected to the mat. That might make our feet move a little bit on a faster pace. We might notice that we partially lift the foot off the mat, and we could lift the feet completely off the mat. It's completely up to you. But I want us to practice here for a minute. I want us to see if we can go in and we can target and activate the legs. A little bit of a firmness in the legs while we keep our heart rate at a balance. It's going to be up a little bit, but we can breathe quietly, or at least through the nose, as we hold that firmness in our legs and push down on the mat. And I want you to, if you either stay in this position, or I want you to keep a hand on the bar and explore your mat just a little bit, pressing down with intention. Two things going on. You're just pressing with the strength of your thigh, but you're also contracting within the thigh. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1, and release. Let those legs just pump. You're doing amazing. I know some of you are getting so strong right now and realizing just how strong you are. And maybe you didn't know you were this strong, and maybe you don't realize how strong you're becoming right now. And I'm so happy for you and excited for you to continue connecting to your mind to muscles and your ability to use this resistance mat just like we would a resistance band, but we press down and we activate our legs and then we pump and flush, and it just keeps getting better and better. So let's go ahead now and activate the calves and the glutes. So I want us to just do two things. I want us to go up onto the balls of the feet, no bouncing. And what we're going to do is we're going to get up on the balls of the feet, which contract the calves, but I want you to now squeeze the glutes up in this upward position and hold it for as long as you can comfortably, but we're really just going to go in and out of it. So up into the calves and glutes, and then bringing it down, and then up, squeeze the glutes. So really we're just doing a little squeeze, glute squeeze contractions. Squeeze the glutes and calves and release. And get up and squeeze and release. Let's do 5 more. Make it symmetrical. Really feel and connect within. 4. And let's hold the last one for 3, 2, 1. Release and relax. Sometimes I'm now starting to get used to it, but anytime I contract the glute muscles, I want to tap the glutes afterward to help stimulate and help recover. But we're going to lay down on the rebounder now for our final few minutes here, and just gonna, as we transition to the lay down position, I just want to remind you all that when we practice each day, we are also going to be practicing that quiet breath, at least in my class, Sally. Hopefully you're hearing me. We want to be recognizing the power of the breath in order for the breath to make the moves. Just the breath itself makes the moves more effective. And that's what's so cool about it. Even while we're inverting the legs, we can be in a quiet breath, and this brings us to a better, a more efficient breathing capacity, oxygen uptake capacity, a more efficient breath. When we're in efficiency translates. Efficiency finds progress. It finds strength. It finds more resilience. It finds homeostasis. So we want to notice that the breath, we have an opportunity with the breath to do very minor changes just by making the breath quieter and starting to master it, and then noticing that, I'm getting stronger faster. I wonder why. It's because it's like I'm in high elevation, or it's like I'm actually in a higher heart rate without needing to be in a higher heart rate. It's a lot going on with this topic that I can't explain and describe, but I'm experiencing it firsthand, which is why I'm talking about it and feeling passionate about it. And the Oxygen Advantage book is a fantastic read for more information. So here we go. I'm going to just finish it off with let's reach both legs, connect to that. I didn't do body tapping today, but we can definitely take this moment to tap the thighs, inner outer thighs, the hamstrings, the quads, and you can even tap the calves, the knees, might as well. Hey, while we're at it, let's tap the arms. Gosh, we should just be doing all the tapping while we lay, because then we're just basically relaxed. So, quiet breath, right? Let's do it. I'm practicing too. So 1 foot against the bar, and I'm going to bring 1 foot closer to me, and we're going to do the very healing, very strengthening, very transformative toe spreading. Just get in there and spread. And 10 seconds later, we're done. And I like to do just a little massage into the foot and the calf. And then we did the knee. So I don't know, just does the knee feel like it needs a little extra love and care? Give it what it wants. Sometimes we don't know just how easy or just how clear the message is. If our knee says, oh, that feels good, that's a clear message. The knee wants more, maybe. The knee could sure use that a little bit more often than not. And let's just connect to that and see if we can give it that, what it's asking for, that good feeling, that desired outcome. This feels good and it's going to improve the situation, whatever the situation may be. So a little bit of toe spreading. Ooh, goodness, that just feels good. And we're about done here. Little knee massage or anything else you want to do, and we could finish it off with, I think we have time. Let's do a little quickie body scan. Every body scan counts. So first we're going to just lay here with our feet, relaxed and balancing against the bar, crossed or not crossed, whichever is working out for you. And let's start with relaxing the shoulders and the eyes and forehead and the chest. And the abdomen. Back to the eyes. And both legs. And both arms. And now the entire body. 10 seconds. Every second of deep relaxation sends a signal to your body. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system. It's calming, it's healing, it reduces stress every second. Just know that. Sometimes it only takes 1 second. So when you're ready, you can bring your feet down. I like to come out of this position slowly, just by starting with my feet on the ground first for 15 seconds, and then I'll sit up maybe 15 seconds, and then I'll come to a stand. And this helps me to just calibrate and feel good. Keeping my mouth closed. Well, I don't keep my mouth closed. I'm a jibber jabber, right? It's my call of duty. I'm so grateful. I always have a rip or a fold. I'm so grateful to be in this class. I'm so grateful for you to be in this class with me. I hope you're having an amazing Friday, an amazing weekend, whatever day it is for you. I just hope that it's a blessed day. Thank you again for choosing I Jump Instead, for checking out this class if you're new to this channel, and if you're returning to this class, amazing job. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for your transformation as we continue to bring things we discover and we learn and we connect you to a greater experience, a more efficient experience, a more effective experience, and hopefully an enjoyable experience, ongoing enjoyable experience. So please, would you leave me a comment down below? I want you to send me the Friday vibe, whatever emoji connects you to Fridays. If that's a happy feeling, like a smiley emoji, or if that's you're gonna go hiking, or you're gonna go swimming, or you're gonna go, meet with friends. If there's an emoji or maybe just a description of what you got planned for this Friday or this weekend, I would love to hear that in the comment section. Leaving comments helps us with the algorithm and getting our videos spread through YouTube. So thank you for the comment, and if you don't mind giving us a like, that would be great. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. Some of you aren't subscribed. You might as well subscribe if you want to, and then you'll see these videos show up in your feed. So thanks again, and have a fabulous weekend and day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.